away and running at the fairgrounds. There's Sermon on the Mount, the Green Blur with the rail, Land of the Pharaohs, Color Fast and Tio Blas, Color Fast taken back to last. It's Sermon on the Mount. So Sermon on the Mount, the first favorite leads here for Emmanuel Nieves with 7 furlongs to run. Sermon on the Mount generates the pace, in front by a couple of lengths to the Green Blur. 3/4 length to Land of the Pharaohs, who's third on the outside. As they go to the back of the track, it's a couple more to Tio Blas, and in turn 6 more to Color Fast, who trails here in the Wednesday opener. 25.21 for the lead part at the 5.5, and it's Sermon on the Mount. Sermon on the Mount dictates his own terms for the run to the half-mile pole. Sermon on the Mount. 2-5 at the off and doing this very easily out in front. Sermon on the Mount leads. Land of the Pharaohs, who takes up the pursuit. With through the inside, the Green Blur, Tio Blas in the red cap, and we trail back still to Color Fast. The front runner remains Sermon on the Mount. Clock's a half mile in 50.08 seconds. They round the far turn with 3 furlongs still in front of Sermon on the Mount. Sermon on the Mount leads as on the outside, Land of the Pharaohs starts a bid for Deshaun Parker, Colby Hernandez, and Tio Blas in the 3 path as they straighten up for the quarter pole. Then Color Fast for Jose Riquelme up 1 spot. And with Marcelino Pedrosa Jr., the Green Blur is last of the quintet. They're homeward bound. 3/4 went in 1 minute 15.10 seconds. There goes Land of the Pharaohs. Land of the Pharaohs has taken the lead from Sermon on the Mount as they come inside the final 16th with Deshaun Parker. It's Land of the Pharaohs kept to the task from Sermon on the Mount, who battles hard all the way to the finish. Tio Blas will be third best and Color Fast. It's Land of the Pharaohs who gets the victory from Sermon on the Mount. Tio Blas third, then Color Fast and the Green Blur. They're in the gate. And they're off. Half again broke sharp. Mucho Marvin, Coach Kenny, and to the inside, there's Gold Merit, who comes dashing out for Deshaun Parker. And Gold Merit has taken the lead from Sharp, starting half again through the first furlong and a half. Mucho Marvin in the purple cap showing positional pace in third. Binding agreement in that Aubrey green cap with the rail. Zion running in fifth. Coach Kenny is a wide sixth. And the final gray is Flashy Brew. Gold Merit leads them. It's Gold Merit who takes the field to an opening quarter in 22.08 seconds at the 3.5. Gold Merit's lead with half again staying close for Jareth Loveberry in between horses. On the outside for Colby Hernandez, the 6-time winner Mucho Marvin in the 3 path nearing the quarter pole. Binding agreement in fourth. Coach Kenny will straighten away a wide fifth. Flashy Brew up 1 spot. That relegates Zion to last. Gold Merit spins them in from a charging half again. Half mile in 45.93. Gold Merit narrowly. Half again battles. Gold Merit coming down toward the final furlong. Half again. Gold Merit with the rail. Binding agreement on the far outside is Coach Kenny. Mucho Marvin flattened out. Flashy Brew Zion. They come past the 16th for Aubrey Green. Here's Binding Agreement toward the inside half again. Binding Agreement. Binding Agreement getting up. Binding Agreement to win it from half again. Coach Kenny third and Gold Merit finished fourth. Good luck if you have pick 6 bet on. They're in the gate. They're off. Little Rocky, Madison Loves Duke, and there's Gluckstadt, who holds the position with the rail. Path to Success starts an early bid, and also Afternoon Anejo is up close as they charge into the first turn. It's Gluckstadt, and on the outside, Madison Loves Duke, green with a white diamond belt. The favorite is close to Gluckstadt with inside 7 furlongs to run. In the meantime, Path to Success in the 3 path in the black and yellow blocks. The next gray is Little Rocky in fourth upon settling with, on the far outside, Afternoon Anejo. In between horses, Summer Lover in the orange silks. And while first time blinkered, Kleptomaniac has drifted back to be 7th and last. The quarter in 23.97 seconds with 5 furlongs to run. And there's Madison Loves Duke. So Madison Loves Duke at 3-5 up to take a short lead for Aubrey Green. Rayla Gutierrez and Gluckstadt holds the rail. Path to Success is third well up there for Sofia Barandella as they head toward the far turn. Then it's Summer Lover in fourth. Little Rocky fifth with the rail. It's a break of 2 more to Afternoon Anejo, 3 more to Kleptomaniac. Half mile in 0.21 seconds. Around the far turn they go. Madison Loves Duke takes on Gluckstadt toward the inside. They're battling for it. Midpoint on the turn. Then Summer Lover looks to draw in now for Deshaun Parker. Summer Lover right there too, with Path to Success on the far outside. Then we trail back to Kleptomaniac and Little Rocky is last. They straightened away. 3/4 in 1 minute 13.77 seconds. It's Madison Loves Duke. Charging on the outside is Path to Success with 1 furlong to go. Summer Lover is now into third at that 1 pace. Dropping back was Gluckstadt and Kleptomaniac with the rail. The distant Little Rocky, they're close to home with Aubrey Green. It's Madison Loves Duke. Madison Loves Duke at 3 to 5. Madison Loves Duke on top. Path to Success was second. Summer Lover third, and then Gluckstadt with Kleptomaniac. The one's a non-runner. They're in the gate. They're off and sprinting. Fast start for Drew Mazing. Toward the inside, there's George Allen going right on offense for Mitchell Merle. And it's George Allen, who's just in front from Drew Mazing, who stays close with 2B, tracking them from third. Toward the inside, Iron in the Fire is running in fourth, with Hilaire some 7 to 8 lengths off of George Allen, who leads Drew Mazing, heading past the half-mile pole. And Holiday Diamond is last now of the State Bred Sextet. Again, not on Herb. The one was that late scratch. The one's a non-runner. The quarter 21.82 seconds, flying to 3 furlongs from home. It's George Allen to rope in. George Allen leads as 2B is making 3-path progress now. Here's 2B for Alexander Castillo to take on George Allen. Drew Mazing fight early, but is under pressure toward the inside in those red blinkers. On the far outside, Hilaire looks to unwind. Iron in the Fire and Holiday Diamond at 31 to 1 was last as they straightened away. Half mile in 45.39 seconds. Here comes Hilaire. Hilaire picking up a full head of steam for Emmanuel Nieves, and Hilaire is just swept aside. George Allen past the 16th, then 2B, 1 paced with Iron in the Fire and Drew Mazing. It's Hilaire. Hilaire wins back-to-back. Hilaire sharp by 5 from George Allen, who holds Iron in the Fire to be finished fourth. They're off. Whoopcar strikes out. Whoopcar, there's Summit Up with a bid, and toward the inside is Gigablast with the white cap as they dash toward the half-mile pole. Lake Marian on the outside, Summit Up now vying for it as they've kicked about 2 clear from Whoopcar with the rail in third. La Femme Jolie fourth from out of the pack, heading toward the far turn. G-Squeeze in the Orange Silks is running in fifth, and now they're at the 3.5. There comes Gigablast with the rail. See Sassy Run, purple with the gold sleeves, is next, and Seriously Sam trails the Phillies Mare Sprint. The quarter went past in 22.19 seconds as these Louisiana breds come toward the quarter pole. It's still Lake Marie and Summit Up. Lake Marie toward the inside and Summit Up as they come for home with Whoopcar on the outside. Farther out is La Femme Jolie. Gigablast with the rail. G-Squeeze, Seriously Sam, and on the far outside, See Sassy Run. It's Whoopcar. Whoopcar's in front for Brian Hernandez Jr. and leads with a 16th left. And Whoopcar has come clear from Lake Marie. Gigablast with the rail and G-Squeeze. Whoopcar. Whoopcar wins. Whoopcar wins by 5. Gigablast for that Brett Calhoun 1-2. Then G-Squeeze and Lake Marie. And they're off. McGolden broke a bit inward. Karoom taken back when squeezed under Edgar Morales. It's Mongeed who leads out from the rail for James Graham. Solomon Vandy has the black cap. McGolden is right there across the course here in the early stages from Escapologist fourth with the rail. Mo Time It All is keen in fifth. Then comes the first-time starter, Civil Rights Legend, is settled sixth as Mongeed leads out to the stretch. We trail back to Isaacs, and Karoom has drifted back to be last. The front runner is Mongeed. The gray leader, Mongeed, to the back of the course, 3/4 length to a close-up, Solomon Vandy, with McGolden on the 3 wide side. Escapologist in the meantime saving ground for Brian Hernandez Jr. in fourth. Mo Time It All is fifth while clear of Civil Rights Legend. Karoom up 1 spot. That relegates Isaacs to last. The quarter covered in 24.90 seconds at the 4.5. It's Mongeed. Right there for Corey Lowry is Solomon Vandy, Deshaun Parker, and McGolden, 3 deep uncovered. Escapologist up the inside trail there with the rail at 34 feet with Adam Eskitsa, Mo Time It All running in fifth as they traverse the far side of the fairgrounds course. Civil Rights Legend, Karoom, and Isaac still trails the maiden turf. Half mile in 51.60 0.35 seconds. It's Mongeed. Mongeed looking to make every yard here for James Graham. Mongeed leads toward the quarter pole from Solomon Vandy, who's right there with McGolden. Toward the inside, Escapologist is looking for a way through. No time at all, and Karoom's bid is over here on the stand side rail. Civil Rights Legend, we trail back to Isaacs. Mongeed, 3/4 went in 117.34. Mongeed drifts. Here's Karoom charging hard on the outside for Edgar Morales. Karoom has come from last to take a short lead. Escapologist battles with the rail. Then comes Mongeed. They're close to the finish. Escapologist for Brian Hernandez Jr. attack from the rail and reeled Karoom in. Escapologist gets the result from Karoom. Mongeed was third, then Solomon Vandy with McGolden flat into the home run. Famous Silks in Chicagoland. They're in the gate. They're off and sprinting. LJ Zema broke quick, along with, on the outside, going the distance, flashing good debut speed to just be in front, going the distance narrowly. LJ Zema, Mucho Macho Girl moves up between horses, making her bow. Curlin Serenade in the gold is also whipping up the pace. It's LJ Zema. LJ Zema just leads for Corey Mallory with the rail, going past the half mile from a close Mucho Macho Girl. Curlin Serenade going the distance. And toward the inside is Sandra D in a tight spot at the 3.5. Generous Lover in the green silks off of Philly's heels. Miss Arlington and maroon cap on the far outside in the clear. 6 lengths off these leaders inside, 3 furlongs to go. The Princess says with the rail. Break of 3 more to Army Kitten and Art Deco Trails as these maiden 3-year-old fillies come for home. The quarter 21.86 seconds, top of the stretch. And it's Mucho Macho Girl, LJ Zema. Sandra D is spying a gap. Sandra D is close up with on the outside going the distance who lugs in. The Princess says runs on toward the inside, just angled out. Miss Arlington and Generous Lover. They're in the final furlong with Anna Beschizza. It's Mucho Macho Girl. Mucho Macho Girl in front of going the distance, 1.5 lengths. Sandra D, Generous Lover. The Princess says fifth. It's Mucho Macho Girl. Finishes on top. Going the distance was second. Sandra D third. Generous Lover. The Princess says Army Kitten beat Quartet of Phillies home. And he's turned to settle down. Set. And they're off. Lidashuk broke inward. Early charges coming from Astrology 101 along with Lidashuk. There's Mind Your Biz. And on the outside is Eliezer as they make their way into the first turn. The scramble's on. It's Lidashuk and Astrology 101, who was reluctant to load, staying right there with Lidashuk, who's out in front here with Aubrey Green riding for a hat-trick of wins on the card. And Cerise and the black cap is right there too, 6 furlongs from the first wire. With Mind Your Biz running in 4th, Eliezer is a wide 5th, St. Pierre in 6th. Final favorite, Infinitesimal, 7th toward the inside for Gerard Melanson, making this backstretch run. Henny's turn is wide, then comes Reynolds Gatsby and Tucker the Grump trails the maiden mile here in the Wednesday finale. The first 2 of 8 furlongs in 23.70 seconds. 33-1, it's Lidashuk to a half mile from home. Cerise now looks to move through toward the inside of Lidashuk. In a tight spot there is Cerise trying to drive through for Jose Rodriguez with Astrology 101 in 3rd. Mind Your Biz on the far outside as they stack across the track. Infinitesimal gets a nice run toward the inside. Half mile in 48.71 seconds. They round the far turn. Cerise took the lead. Infinitesimal looms up there at 3 to 5, 1/4 mile to go. And there goes Infinitesimal. Infinitesimal has taken a short lead from Cerise, now being ridden. And toward the inside is Ronald Gatsby, who's making inroads. St. Pierre on the far outside. Lidashuk has dropped back sharply. They've straightened up for the short stretch. 3/4, 1:15.63 seconds. Infinitesimal has taken the lead with 1 furlong to go. Infinitesimal has opened up a 3-4 length lead on St. Pierre, who's gained second from Cerise. Then Ronald's Gatsby, Mind Your Biz. They're close to the wire, and it's Infinitesimal at 3 to 5. Infinitesimal, the final favorite home from St. Pierre. And then Cerise third at the first wire. Farther up the short stretch, it was a photo for 4th between Ronald's Gatsby with Mind Your Biz.